Welcome to Canada Studio and to our online buyer's guide. Today we are doing some interesting comparison, and that is the Specialized Diverge versus Specialized Sequoia, both being adventure bikes. Actually, all those 6 models you can see here belong to the family of adventure bikes made by Specialized, but we're gonna compare those two. Now, we did already cover Diverge on another episode, so let's just click Sequoia here, and while it's loading, I'm gonna do a quick overview of Diverge. Diverge, that's the gravel bike, adventure bike, so it will be fast on the tarmac and really smooth on some gravel roads, on some pavements. We have here carbon constructions with the full carbon fork, so these are these two here. We have also the high-end aluminum alloy frame with full carbon fork, and we have also the basic aluminum alloy frames with carbon bladed fork and aluminum steering tubes. So basically 3 different setups: full carbon, high-end alloy and basic alloy, we can say that. Now, Sequoia is the steel bike, so that's an interesting topic. It will have some cool features I'm gonna cover just in a couple of minutes, but in terms of the pricing, I just completely don't understand the pricing here, because those 2 models, in my opinion, are really overpriced, especially this one, like Sequoia Expert. And this one, Sequoia, just Sequoia, is quite okay. So let's just find out which bike, maybe one of those Sequoias, maybe Diverge, would suit better your needs. I'm gonna choose first 2 bikes that will have similar price. Sequoia Expert for $3,500 and Diverge Comp for $3,300. Here we are having full carbon construction, so a high-end carbon frame with high-end full carbon fork, compliant, quick, nimble, nice bike. And here we are having steel frame and high-end full carbon, strong and rigid fork here. And now, who would opt rather for the Sequoia than the Diverge? I would like to point out a couple of things. Whereas many especially amateur riders would not feel that much of a difference between carbon and alloy in terms of compliance, you will feel the difference between steel and even carbon, even this really compliant carbon. Steel frame does feel more compliant. So this bike will be made for longer rides than Diverge. That's my opinion. It will be more compliant, and secondly, it's prepared for all those racks, and it has also additional mounts for the bottle cages even on the fork. So it's made for long adventures somewhere just in the middle of nowhere. And also this steel frame will be super stable under load. So that's the main difference in my opinion. Once more, this one will be more compliant and super stable under load. If you are looking at different pictures from Specialized with Sequoia bikes, those will come with some backpacks loaded with different features for that, which is really great. And this bike will do really fine on long rides. Diverge, still, this is the endurance bike, so it will be comfortable. In some way even more than the Sequoia. I'm going to show you that in a second. But this one is more for fun. It will be more nimble, more agile, and you will see that also in the geometry chart. So let's just go for the geometry and compare the let's say 54 size. So stack and reach, let's just start with that. 54 size Diverge will have almost the same stack, which is the 565. Here we have 566, doesn't matter so much, but reach of Sequoia will be 387, almost 388, whereas Diverge will have 380. Having longer reach means that we are leaning more forwards. This is more aero position, but I don't think that the Specialized was thinking about aerodynamics here. But definitely Diverge will be more upright and more comfy. It's just like that. Also, this more upright position can be more handy when you are going down the hill on the gravel, and so sometimes maybe on some steep descents Diverge will be easier to handle, but then Sequoia, with the wheelbase that it has, let's see, 1035, and Diverge will have just around 1000. Yeah, so Sequoia with longer wheelbase and longer rear triangle will be more stable. So once more stable under load and more stable on some high speeds like long descents. This one will just feel easier to go just straight. So that's what I think about Sequoia versus Diverge. You look at those geometries and you will see that Diverge is more upright, shorter, more nimble, Sequoia more stable. Now, which model would I choose? Sequoias have three models: Expert, Elite and Sequoia. Same frame set with full carbon fork on those Expert and Elite bikes. Different components. Here we have 1x11, here we have 2x11, and the Sequoia has 2x9, and this one has steel fork, but the price here is like $2,000 and here is $1,300. In my opinion, those with carbon forks are just overpriced, so much overpriced. I would just go for this one, and I wouldn't be afraid of riding on the steel fork, because still it will be even more like durable than carbon. That's for sure in my opinion. And if it was in the aluminum fork, could be rough, but still is not that rough and still will be quite compliant in my opinion. All bikes come with through axles, so will be really cool. This one comes also with all those mounts, also for bottle cages. So $1,300, it's great bike for upgrade. You have really nice construction here. And Diverge for $1,300 would be, let's say, yeah, we have this Elite DSW, so that's the high-end alloy with full carbon fork. Which one would I choose? Almost same price. In my opinion, Sequoia will be more compliant than this alloy, but will be heavier. So once more, if you're going for some long rides and you're gonna put some load on the bike and you don't consider like having less or more 700 grams, then you would go for Sequoia. So once more, Diverge, faster, more nimble, and you have also more options here. Sequoia will be stable. The cheapest one is not that overpriced. You are starting with 2x9 drivetrain, which is just okay. You can just upgrade it. You have still so many dollars in your pocket, so changing the fork into carbon, no problem for you. Changing the drivetrain, no problem here. $1,300. You know, the steel bikes is the kind of niche. Maybe one thing is that would be good to consider is this bar, because these are road bars but riser. This is the riser, so you don't have so much space for the lights and everything that you would like to put on your handlebars. So take that into consideration. Maybe you would like to replace the handlebars as well. That's it. That's what I think about Diverge versus Sequoia. Let me know, what do you think? If you have any of those models, let us know as well, so that all those buyers will know even more. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.